Scoring a maiden test century is really special. It is the perfect gift that a batsman can give the selectors who trusted him. And he can set aside his nerves and start scoring much more freely for his country. Some of these maiden hundreds ended up being big and announced to not just the country of the batsman but to the world that such a talent had arrived on the scene. The recent century by ZAK CRAWLEY inspired us to come up with this video. So today at Simbly Chumma, we are going to see the top 10 highest maiden test centuries. Number 10, W.R. Hammond, 251. Walter Hammond is one of the greatest batsmen ever to have played this game. With more than 7,200 runs in tests and more than 50,000 runs in first class, his credentials speak for themselves. In his 10th match, he scored a brilliant 251, which helped England win the match against Australia by 8 wickets in 1928. Number 9, Jackie McGlew, 255. Opener Jackie McGlew of South Africa, in his 7th match, scored 255. This he achieved against New Zealand in 1953. South Africa ended up winning the match by an innings and 180 runs. He added 6 more centuries in the next 27 matches that he played. Number 8, Rohan Kanhai, 256. Rohan Kanhai of West Indies was a great batsman who ended his illustrious career with more than 6,000 runs and 15 hundreds to his credit. But his maiden century came against India in Kolkata, and what a century it was! When he was finally dismissed, he was 256, and West Indies ended up winning the match by an innings and 336 runs. His score remained his highest score. Number 7, ZAK CRAWLEY, 267. ZAK CRAWLEY showed promise, but that didn't translate into numbers. Many were surprised by his national call, but ZAK put all the naysayers' words to rest with an exceptional 267 runs in just his 8th match against Pakistan. ZAK's innings will surely be remembered for his style and sophisticated batting skills. As we make this video, we still don't know the result of the game, but England is looking favourite as of 23rd of August, the 3rd day of the match. Number 6, ZAHEER ABBAS, 274. ZAHEER ABBAS is one of Pakistan's best batsmen ever. Zaheer's first big score came in England, a double hundred, 274 to be precise, at Edgbaston in only his 2nd test. The match was Imran Khan's debut match, which ended in a draw. ZAHEER ABBAS scored 12 more test centuries, but his maiden test century remained his highest. Number 5, Brian Lara, 277. Everyone already knew about the wonder kid Brian Lara's magnificent batting skills even before his debut. And he showed his class in his 5th match against Australia in Australia with 277 runs. The match was drawn, but cricket had another superstar who went on to score international cricket's only quadruple century. Number 4, Foster, 287. In 1903, in the first test between England and Australia, England's debut batsman Tip Foster scored a brilliant 287, and this ensured England victory over Australia by 5 wickets. This remains to be the highest debutant score in cricket for 117 years running. Number 3, Karun Nair, 303. This extremely talented cricketer didn't get many chances, so to speak. But just in his 3rd match, he became India's 2nd triple centurion after Virendra Sehwag, and only the 3rd man to convert a maiden test ton into a triple. His innings ensured an innings victory by India over England in Chennai in 2016. Number 2, Bob Simpson, 311 runs. A key figure in Australian cricket for more than 4 decades. As cricketer, captain, coach and commentator, Bob Simpson scored his first century in his 30th test match. By the time, he was also the captain of Australian team. He scored 9 more centuries afterwards, but his 311 is his highest in his career. But as Bob Simpson took 740 odd balls to score this, along with a big innings by England team's Barrington, the match finished in a lame draw. Number 1, Gary Sobers, 365. Easily one of the best all-rounders cricket has ever seen. Sir Gary Sobers, in his 17th Test match, scored his first century. And what a century it was! He scored 365, which at that time was the highest Test score. The innings was against Pakistan, and West Indies won that match by an innings in 174 runs. Eventually, Sobers followed his maiden century with 2 more centuries in his next 2 innings. He finished with 26 centuries. What a batsman! What do you think of this list? Do let us know in the comment section below. And if you like this, please press the like button, share button and subscribe to Simbly Chumma for more interesting and entertaining videos on cricket.